and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Raha, Kwadash, the Bohana of Zelda, and the apostles of the mission who do well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to Joachim who are pushing these truths to the four winds of the heaven, being at the forefront of this spiritual war, to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise Zionish again. As in the days of old, so I was listening to the news from, as you can see, the Dolani, and the title of the video is Putin sanction will not be lifted. BRICS is way forward. So as you see, Western geopolitics analysts, this different media commentator, and the think tank, you're going to say is a top echelon in the West believed that they can use the sanction. I think Russia have been sanctioned to 20,000 sanctions, the most sanctioned country in the world. They shout when it comes to negotiation or to impose a ceasefire on Ukraine, they will use those sanctions as a leverage. And you have the Kursk situation. They invaded Russia and they took Kursk, in which Kursk is part of Russia. They thought they can use those two bargaining chip to bring Russia into the table. Or another way to offset the prophecy. And in this video, these two gentlemen, they were speaking. I think all of them was Alexander, one of them is Alexander, one of them is Alexei. They were talking about Russia wanna go back to the 19th century. Not even the Cold War, during the time of the Cold War, the 19th century in terms of their military structure and the economic structure. Remember, during the time of the Soviet, they had what you call the Iron Curtain, in which the Soviet was against having any relationship with the West, economically or anything, technologically. That's what an Iron Curtain is. No flow of information, no flow of goods. It was very limited, man. And the Russians, they want to go to that. They don't care if these Western countries, they lift sanction or not. They don't care about that, man. And I have been telling you about this. So this is a book of, this is Isaiah 13 and verse 17. It reads, behold, I will stir up the media against them, which shall not regard silver, and for gold they shall not delight in it. You see? And we are seeing in this video, that's exactly what they were speaking. The Russians don't care about the sanction being lifted. They don't care about going back to trade with the EU nation or America. They don't care because when the special military operation started in Ukraine, you had a lot of company leaving Russia. You see, now America is telling Russia, if we stop the military operation in Ukraine, all of this company will come. America will invest in Russia, Europe will invest in Russia, and all of these Western countries will come. We will open a business in Russia, but the Russians are saying, we don't give a fuck about that. And actually, we are going back into how the Soviet Union used it to conduct their business. That's why I told you about the Iron Curtain back during the time of the Soviet Union. So let me get another scripture from the book of, because I made a statement, we told you so. So I need to get a scripture for that. This is Ezekiel. I will go into, this is Ezekiel, man. Let me see. I will go into Ezekiel start. This is Ezekiel. I go to Ezekiel start 32, that's 32, 38. Let me see. Ezekiel 38, because we are talking about Gog and Magog, and we made the statement starting with the apostles of GMS that Russia will revert back into that imperialistic like nature. I see imperialistic like nature, where that's where you get Isaiah 13:17. They shall not regard silver and gold, meaning they are not gonna care about this sanction. They are not gonna care about going back to normal relationship with the West. They are not gonna care about all of that. And actually, they are creating an alternative. You have the title of this video: "Sanction will not be lifted," and the one who said that is Putin. We don't care about the collective West lifting sanction on Russia and going back to the normal relationship they had with the West before invading Ukraine. They don't care all of that, man. You see? So this is the prophecy, man. And going to Ezekiel 38, I see it say, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech, to bow and prophesy against him." Who is this? This is Russia. To put it simple, this is Russia. So the prophet Ezekiel, he symbolizes all the prophet, man. We are told to set our face against Mount Seir, and Russia is one among the many kingdom of Israel, man. Don't forget that, man. You see, that's why the Moshe is saying, set thy face against Gog and Magog, man, because at the end of the day, Russia will be destroyed, and as the elite on the Russian nation, they are all going to slavery. So going back, the point is in verse 4, it read, "And I will turn thee back and put hook into thy jaw." Turn thee back to what? Turn thee back into that mindset they used to have in the 19th century, in the 20th century, man, and at the beginning of the 21st century, man. You see, and turn thee back and put hook into thy jaw, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy armies, horse and horsemen, all of them clothes with all sort of armor, even the Git company with back and shield, all of them handling sword. You see, you have Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, which is all of them with shield and helmet, Goma and all his bands. That's Turkey. See, and there is a report over there in Turkey. There was a protest in Turkey. They want to overthrow the president over there, and those are just a CIA subversion tactic. They want to overthrow the government over there, in which it ain't gonna work, man. You see, the Western magician, you see, the Western magician, you see, and their witchcraft, democracy, and the operation in which the alphabetic group like the CIA, the Mossad, and everything they are doing, FBI, to subvert this other nation, is that all of that is coming to an end, because this is the time where the Moshe is going to bring this his rulership down. So this I say shalom. I hope you are edified. On to the next.